Let me talk to you quickly about sales. If you have a problem making sales, the problem is that you don't believe enough in your product or service. Because if you believe in what you do, and you know that it's going to solve someone's problem, then you go out of your way to offer it to people. So I'm totally comfortable with making sales. I'm totally comfortable with asking anyone in this room for more business, and I have, many of you, lots and lots of times. Because I know I'm solving a problem. When I stop feeling that, then I'll stop asking. But right now, I know I'm solving problems. So don't be scared to sell. If you have a fear of sales, look at it differently and look at it as, you know what? If I don't offer this to somebody, what is it going to mean to them down the track? If I'm fearful of asking that question, what's going to happen to them? They could end up with an inferior product. Well, that sucks because they're going to end up back with you anyway, and all you've done is cost them time and frustration because you were too stubborn and selfish to offer the product to your client in the first place. That's all it is. Alright, here's how you sell on the phone, one time, one tap. In one call, this is how you sell. Now I know this is probably more relevant to professional services, coaches, consultants, trainers, but it's relevant to everyone. There are some elements that make up a call. Take a photo of that page if you want to, especially Craig and Amanda and Charlotte. And Marty, get a picture of that.
I just took a picture.
Awesome. Very efficient. I didn't see you go like a...
I had to wait for you to get it right.
Alright. The elements that make up your call are this. Strong opening. Build rapport and clarity. Give clarity to the customer about why the hell we're on the phone. Clarify what you're offering and give value. Ask for permission to sell. That's a big one. Give them features and benefits, not just features. Too many of you guys are just giving features. I've seen a lot of your copy. Ask for the business. Handle any objections that come up. Close the sale. Confirm that they've made a great choice and invite them to do more with you or invite someone else to do more with you. Let me take you through it step by step. Here's the framework. Here's the outcome. Craig, we're going to do this. I'm going to be the person, you're going to be my client. Be nice. So, the phone rings. Bring.
Hello?
Hey, is that Craig?
Yep.
Fantastic, just the person I'm looking for. It's Kirby here. The reason for my call is I see that you downloaded my free training for coaches and consultants. Have you got a minute of time for me?
Yeah, no worries.
Fantastic, that's a strong opening. You're confirming that you've got the right person on the phone in this screen. That's all you're doing. So if Craig's son, what's your son called?
Cohen.
Cohen? If Cohen answers and goes, hello? I'm not going to go, Cohen, it's Kirby. Do you want your dad downloaded some training. Do you want him to buy this thing from me? You'd be like, can we play with toys instead? Because my son answers the phone now, and he's like, hello, Daddy. I'm like, can I speak to Mum? He's like, no. And he just talks to me for 10 minutes about trucks and diggers and all sorts of shit. And I'm like, really urgent, son. All right, everyone comfortable with that? Super simple. Hey, is that Duncan? Yes. Fantastic. Just the guy I'm looking for. It's Kirby here. The reason for my call is because you downloaded a lead magnet from my website. You downloaded the 7 steps to an amazing lifestyle from my website. And I just wanted to see if you got a minute for me. I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Alright, next bit. It's called the golden question. If you don't know what this is, it's by a guy called Dan Sullivan. So full credit to Dan Sullivan from Strategic Coach. It is an amazing question. You can probably reframe this a little bit for your own needs, but here's what's going to happen. So here we go. Craig, we're back on again. Okay, alright? Craig, I'm going to ask you a question. It's probably going to sound a bit strange to you, but I really want to find out more about the situation you're in so I can serve you better. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Everyone comfortable with that so far? Is there any rocket science that I've unleashed? It's pretty simple. Has everyone got a photo of it? Alright, so here's the question. So Craig, I know you downloaded that thing. The question I've got for you is, if we were having a conversation in 6 months' time, and we were reflecting back to the conversation we're having now, what would need to have happened for you in your life for you to be happy with results if you were to work with me? Now I'm going to do this for real. So let me ask you the question. So I know you downloaded the program for Predictable Growth Accounting or for the Business Growth Mastermind. I know you've sent through an application for the Business Growth Mastermind. So let me ask you a question, and it's going to sound a bit odd, it's a bit strange, but I just really want to make sure I'm on the right page as you. If we were having this conversation, Craig, in 6 months' time, and we were reflecting back 6 months, talking about this conversation, what would need to have happened for you to be happy with the results that we achieved in the mastermind?
I'd like to have more focus and clarity about
Focus, clarity,
about my business and how to grow it.
how to run it,
Grow it.
how to grow it, sorry. So I'll do this for real. I'll go through this as I would. So what have you tried already to grow it?
Oh, at the moment it's sort of just basically for word of mouth, and I know that's got a limited lifespan, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm at the moment. So
Yeah.
what's the best step to do it without wasting money and time on unproductive activities?
All right. So listen to his language. Money and time. Without what he doesn't want to waste money, he doesn't want to waste time, and he doesn't want to be unproductive. Okay. All right. So we'll ask more questions. Oh, gee, I just broke a pen. So right now, what do you feel like you're doing that's unproductive, Craig? I'm going to get more specific. So we're going to take them from really abstract, like, oh, I'm being very unproductive, Kirby. Well, what the hell does that mean? He's sitting in bed all day, or he's working on things, but he's working on the wrong things. He could be grinding, but he could be making 100 phone calls to the wrong people.
At the moment it is probably more being reactive and waiting for the phone to ring rather than getting the phone, being proactive to get the phone to ring.
Right. What stops you from being proactive?
Probably going back to not knowing what to do first.
So you got no steps.
No steps.
Right. Doesn't have a plan. Doesn't have a strategy. No strategy. Right. And let's just assume we kept going and we asked lots of questions. Alright, so Craig, let me recap a couple of things. I just want to talk about what we just said, but also I want to give you some stuff that you can just do right now without buying a mastermind, without doing anything. Whilst we were talking, there was something that came up for me and I thought, you know what, that would really help. So, is it okay if I tell you that?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we talked about the fact that you're looking for more focus and clarity, you want to grow your business, we talked about all that stuff. It's impacting your time, you don't feel like you're making as much money as you could, you're feeling very unproductive, and you're struggling to understand the steps and the strategy that you need to use to move your business forward, right?
Yep.
So first of all, what I'd like to say is, for the next 7 days, can you keep a diary note of what you're doing each day?
Yeah, sure.
Because it'd be interesting to see where you are unproductive and where you're actually doing things quite well, but not giving yourself the opportunity to praise.
Yep.
Right? So now I've given them some value. Small thing. So right now, your current situation is that you want to grow the business because you want to achieve more income, right? And you want to be able to spend more time with Cohen.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah? So if I had a plan that I could give you so that you could achieve a really straightforward strategy so that would give you more focus and clarity and allow you to grow your business and make you more productive with your time and your money, what would that mean for you?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that'd be good sort of market.
Yeah? Perfect. Alright, would you like to learn more about how I can help you do that?
Yeah, yes, please. Yep.
Good. Alright, so now I'm going to the mastermind and this is what it is and this is the product. And now this is where the important thing is the features and benefits. So I'd say, mate, one of the things that the current mastermind members have told me a lot is that, because most of them come to me for the same situation where they're just lacking strategy. And they see that I've already walked that path with a few clients, so they want to help with it. Now, one of the things we do straight away is I'll work with you directly on a call. We'll hot seat you on the next call that comes up. The calls are every fortnight. The benefit of that is you don't have to just sit there and listen. I'm going to be asking you questions and giving you the clarity that you need to move forward, and I'm going to give you the step that you need to focus on for the next 2 weeks so that you can get the result.
Yep, sounds good.
Because it's all about building momentum, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. So, am I on the right track with this so far?
Yeah,
Right.
that sounds exactly what it is. Yep, sounds good.
Excellent. Alright, so it seems like we're on the same page. So, the next call's on Monday next week. I'd love to have you on that call. Would you be interested in joining?
Shit, Monday's actually out for me. We've got appointments.
Excellent. Well, one of the other features that I didn't tell you about is the fact that our calls are recorded. So what would be your number one question that you have? If you were on that call, what would be the number one question that you want me to solve for you?
First thing would be probably, I know you're cooking up the garden, I haven't really thought about that, to be honest with you.
So let's just suppose you gave me a question instead of being a dick.
What's that?
Business plan.
So then I'd say, fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Is that the only thing that's stopping you from going ahead with the mastermind? Is that you're not available on Monday?
At this stage, yes.
That's what the isolation technique. Is that the only thing that's stopping you?
Yes.
That's it? So for future calls you'll be fine because we'll have a mini calendar.
Yeah, if I knew further in March or
Perfect. Well, I'm going to send you right now, when we join you up, let's do something close. I'm going to send you right away all of the call details, but right away now, Craig, you've got your calendar in front of you.
Yep.
2 weeks on Monday, 12 o'clock, Queensland time, put it in your diary right now. I want to see you on that call. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take any questions that you've got through our Facebook group, and I'm going to answer them for you on the call and record that call, and I'm going to send you the recording straight away so you can watch it. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
That solves the problem that you can't come to the call, right?
Yep.
But it still means you can work on something until I speak to you in 2 weeks' time.
Sounds
Does
good.
that sound fair?
Sounds good.
Fantastic. Now we take credit cards or money transfers. How would you like to pay that?
Credit card.
Fantastic.